Yeah, the buy-in. My God. The buy-in. The Serena Deeb versus Riho rematch, round 2. NWA Women's World Championship match. Oh boy. This is a match I've been wanting to see. Like, this is a match that should have happened at Revolution given the circumstances. So, one of the things that led to this match, no doubt, was the fact that Riho did defeat Serena Deeb clean in the ring during the Women's Eliminator tournament, which sadly did not go the way everyone thought it would, but we course corrected that. So, yeah, Serena Deeb and Riho had a match, which was awesome, I thought. And it main event, and it was a quality women's match before the big Thunder Rosa versus Britt Baker match. And it would later go ahead and set the stage for this. Some months later, Serena Deeb got hurt, and Riho was, quote, to blame. So now we have her honor is in danger, her title's in danger, her revenge is desirable, and Riho is on the road to claim the NWA Women's World Championship. And Tranquilo Club has threatened to turn into a clickbait account if she loses. She lost, so get ready for that. Anyways, so yeah, so I was a little worried. Like, okay, it's gonna be a good match. I was hoping it would be a good match. It would start at 7:30 on YouTube and during the buy-in. So I was like, okay, if you get the entrances in, you could probably go for nearly 20 minutes. Or if you feel like you need to take your take if they want to go all out with this risk, no pun intended, then they would have to go ahead and probably cut it down to 15 minutes. And Riho, and there's people there is closing in on 5,000 as attendance starts to fill in, and it's awesome. It's everything I needed in this match. It's like they go ahead and bring up Serena's injury to the leg she had sustained earlier this year, and now she's set to defend her title at the NWA show this coming weekend. So get ready for that. Riho and Serena Deeb. Now there's a lot, like, Serena was a coach, I believe, during her time in WWE, and then was fired due to the pandemic because budget cuts. And then she joined AEW and subsequently dethroned Thunder Rosa down the road a few months later and became the NWA Women's World Champion and has subsequently defended the title on Dynamite and I believe sometimes on Dark. But then she showed up on shows in NWA, but mostly stuck around for Dynamite and AEW. She would later go ahead and fight Riho in the tournament and get injured, unfortunately, so she was out for a little bit. So, yeah, it was pretty insane, and I was ready. I'm ready, and like to see Serena Deeb go back from being a wrestler to a coach to back to being a wrestler. She even says that if she never got fired, she probably wouldn't have left and whatnot. Well, let's just hope she didn't get a care package of sorts when she was let go. Or does that only apply to the actual independent contractors? Yeah. So, yeah. And there's a lot of experience with Serena Deeb, but there's also a lot of experience with Riho since she's been doing this since she was single digits years old. Yeah, I'm still baffled by that. I am seriously still baffled that Riho's been wrestling since, oh god, like since she was like 9 years old. She was still in elementary. Oh, that's weird, isn't it? 9 years old. Japan is weird, you can say if you want, but it sure produces fine wrestling. So, yeah, they would go ahead and have a pretty good match. It was 14 minutes long in length, which is pretty sizable. Like the last time I think there was a long wrestling match on a pre-show type format was honestly I think 2020 SummerSlam 2019, I want to say, or 2018. Let's see. No, wait. No, not that one. I think it's 2019. I could be wrong though, or yeah, it's kind of hard to remember since this was a dark period for wrestling. Yeah, it was 2017 for me. When the Usos fought the New Day and a 19-minute, 20-second matchup, nearly 20 minutes on the pre-show, which led to everyone wonder why that was not on the main card. And instead, we have to have a Randy Orton versus Rusev match that's only 10 freaking seconds. Or Big Cass versus Big Show. Or John Cena and Baron Corbin. We could have sacrificed those matches. Baron Corbin was already wrecked by losing to Jinder Mahal, and we all know how that went. Oh, man. But yeah, this is now the probably second longest match I've seen for the pre-show singles, with especially for a singles match, and it's pretty damn good. It's on Bleacher Report Live. It's on YouTube. You can check it out there. You had a pretty good classic match. I'm pretty sure it's weird for buy-in for pre-show formatted shows to just do this. Like, normally, now I could say this should have been on the main show. At least the other, but the like, okay. Look, so SummerSlam's 2017 pre-show match, that was basically one of the big show-out performances. Really did not need to do Randy Orton versus Rusev. We could have sacrificed that. Big Cass and his feud with Big Show and not be against Enzo should also have been sacrificed. And we could have gotten something here, and they could have extended the show a little bit since they were on the network, so they could do whatever they want at the time. And they could have cut down the unfortunate Demon Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt match, but give or take on that. So they could have made a substitute on that, but like, yeah, But for Double or Nothing, it's like, man, that's a little bit harder to do because all the matches had purpose, and well, they were pretty long and a lot of them were long. Like, you probably could make the argument maybe Miro versus Lance Archer, but the Tribalists would have lost it, but because they need to find something to hate about. But yeah, Serena Deeb and Riho, they were told, you're going to go out there on the buy-in, you're going to be the thing that opens the show, essentially, be the true Kickstarter of the show, set the pace, and we damn well got it. They were tearing it down on this match, and Serena getting so desperate because she knows that Riho has her number two a little bit, and I generally did think Riho had this in the bag because, like, she is known to be very tricky with her pinfalls, considering how 99 pounds, and it's like, wow, that's I'm kind of surprised she's healthy to do that, which sometimes scares me when they do the Nyla Rose spot, and I'm like, oh, that's going to end badly, I think. Okay, but yeah, they have this thriller match, and they really love Riho. And Serena is just arrogant and very desperate to keep her title reign. Now she has to worry about NWA asking for it back. You gonna give us our belt back? You ready for hostages for AEW? You stole our belt? We're gonna take it back. So, yeah, and she goes for the legs. Serena is trapped in leg maneuvers, and then she goes in and takes advantage of a moment in the match where it looked like where Riho landed on her leg awkwardly, and yeah, and she gets a bloody mouth, but yeah, she's like, Deb goes ahead and trips up Riho and slams her knee into the canvas over and over and locks the Serenity Lock, and then gets the tap out victory. She defeats Riho, retains her NWA Women's World Championship, and is now set to go to When Our Shadows Fall. Yeah, that's an actual name. When Our Shadows Fall. That's a weird name to give it. Like, yeah, it's kind of a weird name, but yeah. Anyways, yeah. But When Our Shadows Fall will feature Serena Deeb taking on defending her crown against Camille. I think I can't pronounce. I don't think I got her name pronounced right, and I'm looking forward to that. I might talk about it if I can get onto it, but we'll see on that front. Riho, I don't know if she's going back to Japan after this because, she still has commitments there. So she's not a full-time AEW contracted wrestler yet until she fulfills her commitments with stuff in Japan. I'm like, maybe she could show up on Stardom. Like, is Riho part of Stardom or is she part of another promotion? Let's double check. Oh yeah, she was part of Stardom, but she would no longer appear due to her AEW commitments, so she's not there. Yeah, so I think she's part of some other smaller promotions, but with Stardom part of New Japan, and well, New Japan, the governing body of New Japan owns that. She could show up again, so that would be kind of awesome. But we'll have to check down the road on that. But yeah, I'm hyped. I'm hyped for what's next. I hope these two have another match again, and if they do keep the NWA Women's Championship as she runs down with it, and once the pandemic ends and whatnot, fully, where they can allow travel more, especially in Japan, that place really needs help since they keep going into state of emergencies, and that's affecting New Japan Pro Wrestling's issues and leading to reported desperations. But that's been pretty much denied at this point. Yeah, but yeah, we're gonna have to see where this goes. Like, come on, Serena Deeb versus Riho number 3. We gotta do it. Let's do it. Riho Deeb, Riho Deeb, Riho Deeb. And this is the make it 2 out of 3 falls match. I would love that. Just do it. We need more high content women's wrestling, and these two have great chemistry in the ring. And we can save Thunder Rosa and Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker for next year, hopefully. So get ready for that. In fact, I'm curious to know, do you think if they'd be interested in doing a triple threat match? Dinero Perezzo, I'm pretty sure I butchered the complete name completely. Perezzo versus Britt Baker versus Serena Deeb if she retains the title in a champion versus champion triple threat match. That kind of would be hilarious and just further makes you go like seeing a collaboration effort being made with all these promotions. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty awesome to see this. So this was Near Reality Entertainment, the WrestleVerse presenting Serena Deeb versus Riho for the NWA Women's World Championship on AEW Double or Nothing, the buy-in event of 2021. If you like, comment, subscribe, check out my other content in the description below. See you for more. I'll see you on next side. Peace and take care, everybody, and have a nice day.